Hello, how are you? And welcome to Awakening the blog. I've been really thrilled to see all your comments in the different videos I've shared about the twin flame story and the difference between twin flame and soulmates and so on. And today I'd like just to focus on the idea that it is okay to let go of the twin flame relationship. And though I know how amazingly powerful the connection is, we still need to remember that this is a spiritually based relationship, that we are coming together or connecting whether we are both physically incarnated or one is not and the other is. It doesn't matter whether one is incarnated and the other one is not. Doesn't matter that. Or whether the two of them are incarnated. That doesn't matter either. What matters is that we are connecting. And there is a very powerful reason why we are connecting to this deep, profound level. As you might already by now feel, there are amazing, profound changes happening on this plane, on this planet. We are experiencing what it is to be in a change of age, a new age. Though we are not exactly quite yet totally immersed in the new age, we are on the process of the transition, which implies that we need to do all the purification and awakening we possibly can in this plane, in this reality as it is right now, so we can start in a new dimension of reality, which is a consciousness dimension. For that, we are probably going to have to experience a lot of darkness and pain, as we have been experiencing on the twin flame journey, because as we are experiencing in the personal interconnection and the personal exchange with our twin flame, we can definitely realize that it is crucially, it's very excruciatingly painful, because the twin flame is touching us in the deepest corners of our consciousness, of our minds, of our structural reality, to help us break those things down so we can connect with our true spiritual essence. Once we connect with that true spiritual essence, we are ready to realize that the world that we have lived in is an illusion. It's extremely dysfunctional, as Krishnamurti would say. And we cannot continue to adapt to live in a dysfunctional world, because we are being required to step forward, step upward and forward to new dimensions of consciousness. That is one of the reasons why twin flames are connecting. Now, though it's understandable that so many of us want to have a relationship with the twin flame because it is so strong of a connection, like it's what we've looked for, it's our home and everything. When we realize it's a spiritually based connection, that when we realize that we are one, when we realize and have the experience of unconditional love, we are ready to let go and continue in our journeys of awakening and processing whatever needs to be processed for us to move forward to new dimensions of consciousness and new age. These are very crucial times in our existence. We are facing critical situations like climate change, which is real, and we cannot deny it because it's just all over us. overpopulation, the consequences of overpopulation, the consequences of a climate reality crisis, the consequences of what we have done as humans since the industrial age. And it's not to blame anybody, in a sense that, okay, this is part of the history that is happening for us to learn lessons. We are responsible, definitely, for having created this reality and having been in the vicious circle of consumism and created the reality that we are creating now. So we have forgotten how to live in harmony with nature. We have forgotten how it feels to live a spiritual life. We have forgotten how it feels in us, our spiritual dimensions, because we have been so focused on the external world. So it's time to come back home. And that's what twin flames are for. They help us to feel what home feels like in union, beyond duality, in our true essential spiritual nature. And that we are here to be part of the experience of the third dimension and of the kind of life we as humans share with other kinds of life, animals, plants, everything. So when we are ready to let go of the twin flame, it's a sign that we have understood what twin flame is about. Again, I see a lot of desperate people wanting to be in a relationship with your twin flame, wanting to have a sexual life and sexual desires fulfilled and have a family and everything. But that's not what twin flames are for. We can enjoy soulmate relationships for that, but twin flames are who we truly are. It's us. It's each of us in an external way of showing or reflecting back to us our true nature, our spiritual nature, essential nature. Once they've done that, they have to continue with their journey, and we have to continue with ours to anchor the wise teachings that it brings us, the wisdom of love, of unconditional love, that, as I have said before, it's not a feeling, it's a state of awareness, of unity, beyond fear. Once we experience that and we are able to understand that we are one, there's no need to have that person selfishly next to us to fulfill our needs. That's not what it is about. It's the most powerful relationship we can encounter, in that sense that it brings us back home. It's one way in which people are experiencing this sense of going back to the spiritual self. It's not the only one. That has happened to people who are in this journey and that have to go through this journey to let go of everything that we have created to be our reality. It's not working anymore. That reality of that kind of possessive love and relationships that we have created doesn't work anymore. So we need to step forward and upward to new dimensions of consciousness. And those who have been, who have probably contracted or have had the, I don't know if I could use the word lack, but it's just how it had to happen to each one of us. We need to be thankful for the presence of that twin flame. Nobody can tell you if that person is your twin flame or not, if that soul is your twin flame or not. That's something each one of us needs to really become aware of through the inner processes of change and transformation and letting go of the old and reaching unconditional love and awakening to new dimensions of being, especially awakening to our true essential self, our spiritual self. And that is the wonderful gift that twin flames are giving us in this connection. If it doesn't happen, there's two reasons why this cannot happen. One, you're not ready to work profoundly enough with yourself to transform, or the other person is not exactly your twin flame. It's just a soulmate or a karmic relationship that needs to be worked through. But for most, the twin flame relationship has to get to that point of awakening unconditional love as a state of awareness, of unity, and transcendence of duality. So I hope if you're in the process, just to be patient and work on yourself profoundly as much as you can to awaken to your inner light. And hope you get there. It is an amazing place, and it's a place where you realize it is okay to let go of the physical desire, of the physical connection with your twin flame. After all, we're one. We're one. We're not separated. We're not divided. We're one. So there's no need to want to have it when in our essential spiritual self we have realized that we were, and we will always be one. Okay, thank you for listening to this video blog, and remember to subscribe to our bilingual channel. We have videos in Spanish and English. We have a Facebook page, which is awakening.goypaz, and also to our blog, which is awakening.goypaz.com. We also have a Twitter, which is goypaz, and the same for our Instagram, which is goypazr. And I normally have bilingual posts in the video blogs, and also in the Twitters and Instagram as well. So I hope you can join us. Thank you very much for your time, and I hope this information was helpful. Bye-bye.